Radio Breakfast with me, Julia Hartley-Brewer. Very much appreciate you joining me. Eric McElroy is a comedian and host of American Exchange podcast. He's still with me. And of course, we know there's massive big issues going on at the moment with a huge amount of people that are ready to close their businesses, bars, restaurants, non-essential retailers and the like. But also, of course, gyms once again being closed. Remember those battles we had in Liverpool and elsewhere in different tiers about closing their gyms? Well, joining us right now is Duncan Bannatyne, OBE. He's the owner of Bannatyne's Health Club. Of course, you'll know him as a former Dragon's Den judge as well. Good morning to you, Duncan.
Good morning.
Good morning. Very well indeed. Lovely to talk to you. Yet again, we're talking about mass closure of businesses across the country, including, we're told, gyms. But you are making an urgent request to, in an open letter to MPs, calling for gyms to be allowed to remain open. What's your argument?
I can't understand why they would close gyms. We're part of the solution, not the problem. We're monitored by our body, UK Active. We saw 44 million people entering gyms since the end of the last closure. And less than 1 in every 100,000 has been in contact with the virus. Now that's people who've been members who came in and have actually tested positive either before or after they've came in, and some staff. But not one has caught it in the health club. There hasn't been an outbreak in one health club or gym in the country or even anywhere in Europe. So we can't understand why they continually batter at gyms and close gyms. We monitor everyone who comes in. We have the details of everyone who comes in. If someone tests positive, we can show you them on the CCTV television camera, who they spoke with, what classes they went to, where they went in the gym, if they went in the hot tub. All that is available. The government isn't interested in seeing it, but it's all there. And,
this is the bizarre thing, isn't it? And again, we had this when we had the gym owners who were just refusing to close when they were entering tier 2, tier 3 in the north of the country as well, and just saying, look, but there isn't any evidence that we are causing a risk to anybody. And again, lots of people would argue, actually, people staying healthy, lots of people trying to lose weight, these are actually far more important for people to do. And especially, of course, when it's going to be difficult for people to be taking their lovely, nice walks outside as we were able to do in the spring and the summer. If it's cold and rainy and miserable, people are going to need their gyms even more.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, obesity is one of the scariest things. I think more obese people are catching this virus than anywhere else, and they've got less chance of recovering from
it. In terms of any reaction you've had from government, have you spoken to the Culture Secretary, Sports Minister, the like, business ministers? Has anyone got back to you?
Yes, I mean, my own MP in Darlington has been terrific. He's very supportive, and there's a few others that are supportive as well. But I think the balance at the end of the day comes into the room where Parliament all sits, or where the Prime Minister sits with all his cronies, and call it sage or whatever you like, and the company decisions there. And I think they just think it's not worth it. I think one of the things we have to do in this country, it doesn't matter whether you do tier 3 or whether you do lockdown, it's a bit pointless when there's so many people in this country, and I'm getting them all the time, who refuse to self-isolate and refuse to wear masks. I get people coming to my clubs where everybody has to wear a mask, and they come up with some bizarre story about why they shouldn't, why they're exempt, and they're not exempt, and they should not come to the health club or the gym wearing a mask, unless they wear a mask.
You just think we should be enforcing the laws we've currently got rather than bringing in more?
Yes.
Oh,
in Portugal, I live in Portugal now, and we all wear masks, even sometimes outside, and no one can go walk down the street and say I'm exempt and be allowed to walk down the street.
I have to say, I think wearing up masks in fresh air in the street, I think, is the definition of insanity, personally. But there we are. I'm certainly in favour of people not breaking the laws that do exist. Duncan Bannatyne, we'll leave it there. Duncan Bannatyne, OBE, former Dragon's Den, and owner of Bannatyne's Health Club. Appreciate that.